And Kevin De Bruyne with a lovely shape on that.
Pep Guardiola's Manchester City defeated Arteta's Arsenal to advance to the 5th round of the Emirates FA Cup after a 1-0 win at the Etihad, thanks to a second-half goal from Nathan Aké. The XG suggested it was a very close encounter and a game of few chances, and the XG timeline showed that City were on top for the entire second half. An interesting tactical battle between Guardiola and his former assistant. This is the analysis. Manchester City lined up in a 4-3-3 formation with Pep Guardiola making 2 changes from the last win against Wolves. Arsenal also lined up in a 4-3-3 formation with Arteta making 6 changes from their 3-2 win over Manchester United. We all know that it is in Pep's DNA to play out from the back, so in possession, City shifted to a 3-2-2-3 formation. With fullback Rico Lewis joining Rodri in the middle of the park, Gundogan and De Bruyne occupied the half spaces, while Mahrez and Grealish flanked Haaland. As usual, Arsenal looked to defend high up the pitch, especially from goal kicks, and this time they adopted a fully man-to-man approach. Arteta knew Pep would use a 3-2-2-3 structure, so from the front he tasked Nketiah to press Akanji, Trossard to mark Stones and Saka chucked Ake. In midfield, Vieira and Xhaka chucked Rodri and Lewis respectively, while Partey followed Gundogan. So with De Bruyne dropping deep to create a box midfield, it created a 4 versus 3 overload against Arsenal. The solution was to push up one of the defenders, so depending on the situation, Arteta had Gabriel and Tierney taking turns in tracking the Belgian. With that, Arsenal's shape out of possession in the I-block phase became a 3-2-4-1. This matched City's setup in possession player for player, so with Tomiyasu and Gabriel being able to match up with Grealish and Mahrez physically and for speed, Arteta had his equality pretty much worked out. But there was one matchup left, Holding versus Haaland, and this was where Pep thought he had an advantage, so he tasked his goalkeeper Ortega to play long balls aimed at Haaland. The Norwegian striker outmuscled, outpaced, and outsmarted his marker on numerous occasions in the first half, but never created any clear-cut chances of scoring. At halftime, Arteta fixed that issue by replacing Holding with Saliba, who was a better match for Haaland. He also brought on Sambi Lokonga for Thomas Partey in midfield. With Vieira closing down Rodri and Xhaka on the heels of the inverted Lewis, City struggled to gain any real control in midfield, so Pep made 2 second-half changes, Julian Alvarez and Kyle Walker replacing Mahrez and Lewis respectively. City switched to a 4-2-3-1 system with Akanji and Laporte at centre-back and Walker and Ake as full-backs. Gundogan dropped deep to join Rodri as a second pivot, and Alvarez moved into a more central role on the left of Haaland, with De Bruyne staying on the right, mostly tucked into the half space, allowing Walker to advance into the wide channel. So with Pep changing personnel and system, Arteta now had to find a way to maintain his man-to-man approach. So with Sambi replacing Partey, he was tasked to follow Gundogan, who dropped into a deeper role, and Xhaka, who tracked Lewis, now had the responsibility to track De Bruyne. Tierney would now close down Walker. This meant Saliba had the task to close down Alvarez, who kept dropping between the lines. As Sambi gets tied to Gundogan, you can see him pointing to the unmarked Alvarez. Xhaka is now indicating to Trossard to pick up De Bruyne so he can get closer to Alvarez. Akanji finds Alvarez between the lines. He turns and fires a shot from range. Grealish collected the loose ball in the box, held on to it, then passed to the supporting Ake, who picked out the far corner with a composed effort on his weaker foot. Despite Arteta bringing on Martinelli, Zinchenko and Odegaard, not a lot happened for Arsenal, and City held on to the lead until the final whistle. With 2 league games to come, we should be expecting some exciting stuff. Let us know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and comment, share the video and subscribe.